Welcome back, everyone, to the LOS Champs channel 2v2 all night long, and we're rounding out the night with our final series here. Cobra and Fox in the booth for no problem going up against Renewal Storm. I am so very excited about this final match. How are you feeling about it, Fox?
I am feeling pretty good because we got tier 3 matchup. We got couple teams who they clearly know how to win. They've each got they got 3 wins between them. Should be some fast pace, some good Rocket League, and with personal experience, we have played against No Problem. I've streamed them before. They're a great team. I'm excited to see what Renewal Storm brings to the table, and it's just a great way to close out our stream. And if you've been with us this whole time, you've already seen 2v2 matches series so far. And if you've been lurking this far, you probably want a title, maybe? How could I go about getting a cool title like that, Cobra?
Well, if you want a cool title like that, you have to get the Enthusiast membership. We've been talking about it all night, and it is exactly what you want. It is the exclusive collectible titles for me. It's the badges, it's the special Discord role, and it's the ability to kind of extend your trophy case. So if you're competing, you want to get all those shiny trophies, you get a little bit more room for them. And if there are more tiers available later, it's a super easy upgrade. So the Enthusiast membership is exactly what you want to get all of those wonderful benefits.
Yeah, you really want a cool title like that. Cool title like Twitch Lurker, hanging out, supporting the stream. The stream has been excellent so far. We've seen a couple really good series. Have not seen a sweep yet. So, all the series, they're remaining close. They're remaining competitive. Yep. That's what you want to see. And, between these two teams, so far it looks like, No Problem. They have scored more goals, only by 1. But they've also allowed 1 more goal. So, both these teams, they're very similar in terms of their stats, but perhaps, maybe a weakness in one of those teams. How would you go about finding a weakness against a team like this?
Well, I honestly think it's when you have a team that has an offensive prowess like this, you have to really get them antsy for goals. I think you really have to make sure you're protecting, weak spots like the backboard, really minding your corners, and then focusing on getting and outplaying to your teammates, not just throwing away possession, because good offensive teams know what to do with their third man. They know how to place them farther back in order to keep that offense rotating. So, staying, defensively sound and, working through your teammates to get out of your defensive third is going to be absolutely huge here. So Renewal can't panic on the back line, because we know, No Problem, they're going to be basically, peppering the net over and over and over again. And so this is the only match that I'm worried that could be a sweep or could go all the way. I'm not exactly sure yet. But right now, No Problem, they've had no problems here. They are undefeated as of right now, and Renewal 1-1 in this. The only match like this just because of the size of their tier here.
Yeah, we're going to check out if they're going to have no problem weathering the storm. Renewal Storm, that is. But with 2s, you have a lot more space, a lot more time. We saw in the first series, we had a lot of mechanics coming from one of the members of the winning team, whereas the other one was more defensively sound. Last series, we saw a team, they started off slow, but they managed to gain their confidence, and once they started playing quickly, they started playing with that confidence and that swagger. They were almost impossible to stop, and they really took over a series like that. So, there's going to be a feeling out process between these two teams, but after that, I think, once you get off the whole, I'm on stream, brand new series, I'm competing. Once you start to settle into that series, that's when you start to see, what these two teams are all about.
Yeah, and I kind of wonder if either of these teams will have that kind of issue. From my knowledge, both these teams are fairly familiar with, how it is to play, with that pressure on them. So I honestly believe that they're going to come in fairly comfortable. And if they had a good warm up, they played before. Hopefully, I'm not sure if we should be hoping that they've had a good day of Rocket League or a bad day of Rocket League, depending on prior history of the teams that have come in and had their warm-ups, but I think both these teams will be ready to go off the rip.
Yeah, we saw the winning team for the last couple series. One was just vibing, one was just chilling, but yet they still said they had bad Rocket League days. So it's gonna really, what does this third team have? What are they just doing? You can't be just chilling, you can't be just vibing if you want to stay original. So you got to come up with a brand new, sort of gimmick as to what is going on. We got some Storm fans in the chat. Make sure if you are here supporting either of these two teams, give a shout out. Always good to check out the VODs after you play in a competitive setting like this. See the support. Shout out your teams. Shout out your fam. And give them the support to victory. Looks like we are waiting for just one of the teams to hop in, and then we'll get going. Cobra, are you excited?
I am super excited here. I think this has the capabilities probably for the most fireworks that we've seen. There's been a couple of close looks here, a couple of backboard doubles, a couple air dribble bumps maybe that just haven't locked up. I think at this tier and at this level, that is where we're gonna see the most fireworks. I think if there's anyone that is really good at making clips on Twitch, this is the moment. We need you here, because I feel like this is the kind of game for that.
For sure. Plenty of opportunity. There is a chance. Manfield is set up. The two teams are ready. Cobra, if you're ready, I think the chat's ready. Let's get into some Rocket League Tier 3 2v2 coming your way.
Final series of the night. Yeah, no problem. Renewal Storm ready to rock the field here. And an early shot here. Lunar Lift, the follow-up, and will get it going early. And Renewal Storm, they're taking absolutely no time getting going.
Lots of speed, lots of conviction on these two touches. You did see the player for Renewal Storm. They lost their life, but they've already got a goal. That's a trade they will be happy to make every single time. And I think that's Deck Incredible. Deck Incredible and Lunar Lift against Squashy and SGV, of course, for no problem.
I gotta love the names, because I have Decky on the list, but kind of going the just incredible route. Really love to see it. Oh, nice demo in front as Renewal Storm looking to kind of pry their way open to the blue side of the net. This duo very, very good. So excited to see what we have in store. Deck Incredible almost taking that the entirety of the way. Again, another physical early start in game number 1.
You're seeing a lot of demos, especially out of Renewal Storm. It's starting to generate more time, more space. I don't think it really mattered on that first goal because the shot was just so good, but eventually demos like this are either going to really favor your team, you're going to generate lots of chances, or they're going to start to hurt your team, because if you overextend for that, you can be punished rather easily. But right now, the rotations and speed for Renewal looks to be like something that no problem is going to have to sort of adjust around. Because so far, they've not really put anything that threatening on net. Nice dribble there by Deck Incredible. He's got a wide open net.
Completely free there. And, I mean, that's just an unfortunate touch. I think they were looking for that pass, but Deck Incredible just kind of reads it, gets there first, and is able to take one touch and go.
Yeah, for sure. Great touch from him. It was a good idea from no problem. Like, they had a really good passing play set up. The pass just did not have enough pace on it, and it's punished. Here they come again. It's going to be Lunar Lifts, who lifts himself up and over the defense, and Renewal Storm right now are absolutely tearing apart the no problem defense.
Yeah, I think they just are finding the spaces exactly where they need to. They're getting up early. They're hitting their shots on target. They're testing the defense. And right now, they just don't have an answer. Finally, looking for a response here. Squashy will put an end to it. Stops the bleeding for now. And just a single play, that could be enough to really get them back in this.
Yeah, although you did say they didn't have an answer, Squashy said, I got my number 2 pencil. I am ready to bubble in my good man. And hopefully that starts to build up a little bit of momentum for Yeah No Problem. They have come out, you come out to a 3-0 deficit that can be incredibly overwhelming sometimes. It can feel demoralizing, but a goal like that is exactly what you need. A 3-1 scoreline is very comebackable from, if that's even a word. I'm going to make it a word.
Yeah, we're making a word now. Oh,
Lunar Lift has two demos on Yeah No Problem. Flip reset and a save there from Squashy. Oh, what a save there. That was a great effort there. I think it was a save by him. And
block there. And, for the physical game is still happening. Not necessarily clear demos on the board, but some of these bumps are knocking players off their line to the ball, and now a runaway. Oh, and it's another block. SGB sends it away.
Good chance. Ooh, SGB
just waiting. My goodness.
But here they come. They're coming back for more. SGB finds exactly what he needed there. Nice air dribble up and over the corner into the net. Lunar Lift and Deck Incredible, they were both just right there next to each other, and with that, neither could cover the other one, and SGB goes right around with this lead, now cut down to 1. Started off early 3-0, and now it has been cut down to 3-2. We got a ball game, ladies and germs. I hope that you are ready to buckle up for the rest of this one. Lunar Lift now going to clear it forward, and that shot headed towards net. Squashy going to be there in position, and here he comes. Nice golden Finnick to his name. Lunar Lift now running the orange and magenta. Looks like clean look for both teams. Lots of Finnicks in this high elo. They love their Finnicks. But of course, then you have SGB. He runs a Dominus, and it goes.
Kind of breaking up the fun, huh?
You are doing fine. But as for Squashy, he and SGB get a 50. Deck Incredible. He's looking for more. Nice 50 there by Squashy. Another 50 over Lunar. Deck Incredible to the side. Ooh, Squashy lost his life though, but SGB's got room. And he makes no mistake. As SGB found himself a soft spot, he won the ball past not one but 2 players. And with that, he has tied us up. Nice comeback.
Yeah, and it really just, they're starting to settle a little bit here as, we're seeing that, they're defensively, they're now not really worried about the incredibly physical game that we started out with, but now they're settled into the game, settled into the series. We are all tied up here in the final moments, and it looks like we're going to be seeing No Problem going for the win here. I don't think they want to go to overtime. They want to try and put this one away.
Well, we saw the really demo-heavy style coming from, well, as I say that, nice air dribble, Deck Incredible. I was about to say we saw the demo-heavy style, like it's kind of died off because they've struck back. Yeah No Problem has come back and put Renewal kind of on the back foot. And it's going to take a play like that where you just get it straight up over the defense. Nice shot. And we are now looking at a 4-3 deficit for Yeah No Problem to overcome. Can they come back again? They've already come back from a 3-0 hole. Can they come back again?
Reset there. Lunar Lift is going to take a shot. Maybe find something open.
Deck Incredible.
But it will be Squashy. Up
Deck
on the
Incredible
wall.
was
Options in the midfield.
Ooh. It does go down. Good effort from both teams there. If you are Renewal Storm, you came out swinging. You came out with demos. You came out with speed. You really threw a wrench in the Yeah No Problem game plan, but you saw them sort of adjust. They waited patiently for their chances. Got 3 answers back. And it took a valiant effort to overcome from Yeah No Problem. But it was Renewal in the end. Great air dribble there at the end. That is something like that. Looks like Deck Incredible does want a new lobby, so we are going to let him. We'll get a We'll get a restart going for him. And we will await the next match. In that one, what did you see, Cobra? Other than just the intense amount of demos, what are Renewal bringing to the table that is causing so many problems for No Problem?
Yeah, I think right now we're seeing a pristine confidence by each player when they are on the ball. I think both of them offer a lot when they find themselves a little bit of space, so you really have to stay on your toes. And as a defense for No Problem, they really have to stay attentive every single time either the players have the ball. It's not, oh, well, Luna Lift has the ball or Deck Incredible has the ball, so we have to focus up. Either one of them could really make space for themselves. They could really create a shot on their own terms. So I think it's causing a lot of pressure. No Problem eventually got the offense to kind of back that up and get their way back into the series. But it was a little bit of a scary and slow start for them. And I'm sure that we're not going to see that here. I'm sure that they're going to want to make sure that they come out a lot warmer here in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Now, that was not the fastest computer start in history. Deck Incredible looks like he fixed the problem on the fly. So we are into game. I think the big key for No Problem is don't play from behind. When you play from behind and you're playing from such a big deficit down, that really sort of changes the way that you play the game, the way that you feel. Start to get a little more panicky, maybe a little bit more susceptible to those mistakes. So if No Problem can strike first, we could see perhaps a totally different series, but Renewal Storm, they're looking to stick to exactly what worked in game number one. That was speed, that was force, and it was just some great plays. So we'll see how this one goes. Deck Incredible to the back. He's going to go up and over SGB, but SGB took his life from him. Squashy with the clear. Another demo. This time it's No Problem coming with the demo heavy style. Causing a little bit of problems. Squashy touches it back, trying to maintain possession. He will. And he's going to go for a nice shot. That is a skilled play from Squashy. He took the ball back right here. You can see it gets it past one and then off the wall reads it. Nice touch over two. And No Problem have their first lead of the series in game two.
Yeah, it's a really good start from them. They want to get up ahead. And I was saying earlier, they wanted to start quick. They definitely were not going to come into game number two as cold as they did earlier. But it's a good start from them, and they're still threatening there on the offensive side. SGB, showing some presence in front of the play, looking for that redirect as well. It's a really good look from them.
From Squashy, you can hear the engine behind him. He's got to be careful. You can see him in the rearview mirror. He's coming, but he did a nice job to avoid it. Was Squashy. That touch not going to work. And good clear. Should be an open goal. It's already headed in, and Deck Incredible puts the finishing touches on that one. We're tied.
Yeah, just really quick recognition of where the play was. Good touch to beat the last defender, and just working well enough to get that goal on the board.
Good solid effort there to bring this one back to even. You see, in this game, the way these two teams are playing, if you remain advantageous and if you remain with an aerial control like that, you are going to be able to strike. Deck Incredible, just a solid one-on-one SGB. He took it high. Mother hides the cookies up there on that top shelf, but he found one, and he is walking away with himself a treat. 2-1 now for Renewal Storm. And we'll kick it off once again. See Deck Incredible winning another ball forward, but unable to beat both players. And eventually it's going to be Squashy looking for SGB. The fake. Squashy around. Can't find the touch past Lunar. He's got the clear. He's got no more boost, but he'll still chase after. Good 50. Now Squashy with the ball. One-on-one scenario. Can't fool Deck Incredible with that one, but you can kill him if you're SGB. He just did that. And now here comes No Problem with the chance. The flick goes high. Good effort from Squashy, but just a little bit off frame. SGB off the roof. Dominus touch to the corner. Nice boom.
Ooh.
Squashy. Gonna call himself off.
Touch there.
Yep. we are going to see SGB. He got bumped there. That threw him off, but no one there to punish. Yeah, no problem just as of yet. We are seeing more structured play from these two teams, and it looks like that is sort of taking the goal scoring down a little bit. And I have to say something. And there is a burnt sienna splash all over the field now. Lunar lift, great touch.
Yeah, and again, really just decisive in that midfield. He doesn't need too much of an invitation to really try and take it to the defense. One touch, get up to the air quicker than your opponent and score it. And right now, Squash is going to do the same thing. Flip available, but unfortunately, kind of gets turned around, not able to get the optimum amount of velocity to that, but it's not going to stop No Problem from continuing to cycle here.
SGB had a good boost steal in there. That has left very little boost on the side of Renewal Storm, but also very little boost on the side of No Problem. They are still attacking, though, trying to find a hole, but it will be Renewal Storm once again. Oh, he got turned around. And No Problem coming back, looking for a shot. No Problem for Renewal Storm. This could be an issue off the crossbar rebound. The pass.
An issue. Yeah, an issue it is. I mean, you kind of said at first. I mean, Deck Incredible is hoping that Squashy doesn't get that second touch. You see it, and you're hoping that they've already used the flip. It runs out of time, but it was well planned out for the side of No Problem, and they'll kind of be working their way back here.
Again, though, they're having to fight their way back from a 3-1 hole. This is the second game in a row. And if you're No Problem, the comebacks are great, but you do have to complete them eventually. Otherwise, this is going to become even tougher mountain to climb, because it could become a reverse sweep unless they find another goal here. Squashy's looking for it. Nice flick. It'll be cleared away to SGB. And no time and space as Lunar is up quick to clear it. Staying on the ball. Try to get the flip, unable to. Still on the ball. Up for grabs, with Squashy going to yoink it to the corner. No Problem. They're starting to run out of time, but Squashy with no boost. Here he comes. Sort of the lone soldier on this side. And they're just giving them too much time and space if you're No Problem, because you are down by one, and now you're down by a couple. That was an interesting camera view. We got, if it was 4D, we would have gotten splashed all over.
Yeah, I was about to say, Lunar Lips was probably looking at his teammate like, get out of the way. Like, do not block this. Like, get out of the way. That's about as close as you can be to blocking that from inside the goal. But Renewal Storm, they outlast No Problem here, and they're gonna get goal number 5. And right now they are looking absolutely phenomenal. I did not expect the series to go this way this early.
It's really the speed of Renewal Storm that is causing a lot of issues for No Problem. And although No Problem, they did strike first that game, unfortunately they were unable to keep that momentum as Renewal Storm fought back 3 unanswered goals. And again, you find yourself looking down from 3-1. It becomes a tougher and tougher challenge mentally to just continue to be looking at a game from a standpoint as we're down, we have to fight back. Whereas Renewal Storm, they're just looking at these games, they're feeling fine, they're doing great, they're starting to break out some of the mechanics. Seen it from Lunar, we've seen it from Deccan, they've got just some great speed, great mechanics, and right now, No Problem, they look like they really need to find a solution and find it quick if they don't want to be swept.
Yeah, and here's the thing, they dominated the shots here. They really had all of the shots on their side. It felt like they had a lot of the pressure, and then with a few quick touches and quick opportunities on the other side, they still lost the game. They weren't in as much control as they thought. So truly it's an odd spot for them to be, because it feels like all the pieces in totality should be leaning more towards No Problem, but Renewal Storm, they still have everything to go here, and they might get a early one here, as it was an optimistic opportunity there but unfortunately will not go. Yeah, no problems away.
It was a great shot attempt. It just wasn't on frame, unfortunately, for Squashy. It's a great team play. He had great form on it, but you could see Renewal Storm, they didn't have to do anything fancy there. All you had to do was just be fancy, and you built yourself a lead, but unfortunately, just a couple seconds later, it is squandered by SGB. Just a nice kickoff there with the Dominus.
Speaking of not being fancy, that's about as not fancy as it gets in terms of Rocket League goals. Score off the kickoff, rolls in directly center, no problem there. You know, we're back to all even here, just 15 seconds less on the clock.
Might as well be a brand new game of Rocket League.
Exactly.
But it's always nice. You do give up that early goal. You feel a little bit bad, but you get it right back. You're able to settle right back down. Squashy can't 50 there. It's going to be a breakout now. You can see Squashy got a little hung up in net, but SGB did well. Bought his teammates some time in the corner. And now Squashy looking to pay it right back to him. And Squashy says, "You helped me, I'll help you. Have a goal." And SGB was ready.
Yeah, I mean, again, the confidence and knowing that you have the ability to make a quick turn, get the small boost pads that you need to keep you afloat in that situation. And, you know, not being too far where you can't help your teammate when they put the ball in position for you. I mean, it was really great teamwork and great awareness by both players.
Yep, Squashy going to hit that one forward, but a quick counterattack from Renewal. Storm is going to go in. Elevation and the beautiful touch by Deck. Incredible. Nice pass as well by Lunar.
Yeah, there's that little bit, that touch right there. That last bit, you can kind of see they pull back on the stick and then throw it forward just to get that little bit of height. They know that challenge is going to come, and they know there's only really one spot they can put it, and they have to play it up, and they do so magnificently here. The car control out of this world.
SGB now looking for Squashy. That's going to be a mishap, and it's going to be a clear for Deck. Incredible. He needs to put it on, and he does. Nice play there. Right now, yeah, no problem there. Just the counterattack from Renewal Storm is just, every time you take a step forward, it's like you have to take 2 steps back because of it. They are patient and they're waiting. It's just lurking like goal sharks.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's an optimistic look. Like, they have to be really careful because they're going all in, and the second player is in a really bad spot if it goes wrong. Like, if it goes in, great. Like, it's a wonderful goal. But if it doesn't, which 2 times now it has not, you're left in a spot where both players from Renewal Storm could have scored that, and they have a very clean lead. That is going to chip in and go in as well. Lunar Lift will collect that one, and right now in the air, Deck Incredible and Lunar Lift have the advantage.
The ability from these 2 players of Renewal Storm to beat not 1 but 2 players by themselves leaves their other teammate just there for a free touch, free goal. It is rather astounding to watch. It is just happening again and again. And if you are, yeah, no problem. You know, you're coming out with some of these fancy passing plays, and you know they look good. They would be amazing if they scored, but with the counterattack being so potent, does that, if you're yeah, no problem, does that make you stop going for these plays, or do you keep going and just hope?
At this point, I mean, when you're down by 5, I feel like you do have to kind of lean into the aggressive nature, lean into your goal scoring capabilities, because you have to score 3 more goals. I feel like the opportunity to improve on the defensive side is kind of behind you. You have to find a way to score, and this could be the start of that one. That is a good look. Unfortunately, the defense will be, you know, on to this opportunity, but I mean, if they could keep kind of launching it up and just looking to go back and forth with Renewal Storm, you know, they might come out on the better end. Who knows?
Oh, nice play by Squashy to get it over Lunar. Good save. Heck, incredible. And he's got another nice touch. He really played that one well. Squashy, that's the kind of play you need. You need some of these outplays at this tier, at this elo right now. The outplays is what's working, and you need to be able to outplay your opponent and really stamp your name on this game. But right now, it is all Renewal Storm, it feels like. Because there's a demo, but Squashy this time stood tall. It's a nice 52. SGB, time and space.
Yeah, take that shot, quick fire, but just a little bit wide. And you know, there's been about 2 or 3 really good opportunities that No Problem have just been unfortunately lacking in the accuracy, and they will get punished for that one. 6-2 now, as a good 50 and a great touch here to steer that on target. Look at the catch. That'll go in.
Squashy and SGB's challenges, they are valiant, they are good efforts, but right now they are just not working. Fake kickoff now. Deck Incredible did lose his life for the antics, but unfortunately for No Problem, Lunar Lift has once again beaten a defender and walks the ball in the net.
Yeah, I mean, you know, lost their life on one side of the field, lost their axles on the other side. My, oh my, Lunar Lift just went by him like no one was present, no one was there, and it has gotten away from him. And I said it earlier, this could go a sweep, this could go the distance. I did not expect it to be a sweep like this for Renewal Storm, you know, in the literal and figurative driver's seat the entirety of the series.
Yeah, unfortunately for No Problem, their playmaking ability was stifled just because a counterattack like this is just happening over and over for Renewal Storm. They've been quick to the ball, and they have given you so little time and space. You saw Squashy knock Deck Incredible off the ball, but his teammate's just right there. And unless you have more support from your teammate, which was just a little bit lacking in terms of speed, you know, they're going to put another goal in. We might see double digits here. They're at least going to get 9 off the kickoff. Deck Incredible. A quick goal, a quick strike, 1 forward, and he's already there cheating, just full speed. Nice play.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if both players get to 1,000 here. Deck Incredible already there, 5 goals, 2 assists, and 3 saves on 7 shots. Mind you, Lunar Lift, you know, doing slightly better percentages-wise, you know, 4 goals on 4 shots, 100%. I'm sure that won't be a talking point between them at all. But, I mean, it's complete control, and I think right now, No Problem, they're trying to go for that physical gameplay. I just don't think really anything has been working in major effect here. SGB will get 1 goal, and it'll make it 3-9. Unfortunately, he'll take 2 more hat tricks in goals where it's to kind of get back into this.
Yeah, demo on Deck Incredible in the backfield opened the door, and SGB was happy to climb through. Of course, SGB searching for another one, but it will be cleared by Renewal Storm, and they will knock it back into the defensive half of No Problem. And right now, they're looking probably just maybe to burn the clock. It looks like the offense has cooled down, ready to take a win. Both teams will be moving to 2-1 with this outcome. And really enjoyable series. They might meet again for playoffs if their records stay the same. In which case, you know, there's time for adjustments to be made if you are No Problem. Good demo there. Couldn't get the bump on Lunar. And this game, my man Cobra has gone all sorts of Renewal Storm's way. They're going to get 10.
Oh, there it is.
Lunar Lift. The ball just stuck to him.
Yeah, and again, a little bit of space to really think about how they wanted to score the possible final goal here. And it is... I don't think Renewal Storm could have painted a better picture here. Not only is this a great win, but this is probably one of the most one-sided wins we've seen on the stream. As Renewal Storm, the storm has passed, and it has left No Problem devastated in its wake.
Fortunately for Lunar, probably not his best effort that game. He did not reach 1,000 points, so I feel like you know his effort probably could have been better. He didn't quite reach 1,000 there, but at the gameplay from Renewal Storm, it was clinical, it was fast, and honestly, it was beautiful to watch. It was beautiful probably to everyone except No Problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you were a fan of Renewal, that was poetry in motion. That was everything you could have wanted and more there. It's just, you know, it comes at the expense of, you know, one of the top teams that is their first loss in to lose it in that way, it has to be a little bit painful, especially, probably coming in with very high expectations of what they brought here. But, definitely it happened in a really good spot in the season. Sometimes you have to have a game. You learn a lot more from losses than you do in wins. So hopefully we'll see, no problem, learn from this one, mature, and continue to kind of ascend as they get further and further into the Swiss format.
Going to grab one of the members of the winning team for an interview from Renewal. We got Decky. Decky, incredible. Welcome to the interview. How's it feel after such a commanding and authoritative victory?
Feels good. Did 101% of our capabilities, and it was a really good game.
Yeah,
Very nice.
So talk about that. I mean, you're winning by double digits in that final game. How did you get to a point where you're so dominant in the game? Like, is this is this 150% of what you guys are capable of? Were you guys just feeling it today? What was going on?
We were definitely feeling it today. I believe we played really well, and yeah.
Well, that is very nice. You guys had some great mechanics. You're very fast. You want to give any shout outs to anyone? You want to say thank you or anything to anybody?
I want to thank my mom and my dad.
Very nice. Well, you enjoy the rest of your night, Decky. It was a pleasure watching you play. Good to have you on, and we'll see you next week.
You too, see you.
All right, well, a wonderful look there, and that was Decky from Renewal Storm. Again, just a absolutely dominant performance there, and now a real team to look out for in the top of this format, because I don't know many teams that would really want to play them after a performance like that.
Yeah, but the really intriguing part is they're the ones that came into this game. They're at 1-1, so a team has beaten them before. And whereas No Problem, they were undefeated, but yet Renewal had very little issue to take this 1-3. So it's like this really intricate and very enjoyable mix of different weeks. What team might have a really good week one week, a team might have a really bad week. And records can go, all over the place. That's one of the beautiful things about Swiss, because it's just a wonderful mishmash of all sorts of different things, but it's really going to come down to the playoffs in 5 weeks.
Yeah, well, the push continues here, but that is all we have for tonight. The final match rounds up in a sweep, but the action does not stop there for this week. Thursday, we are back with all threes matches, so if you want to get some action on that side of LOS Champs, make sure to stop by Thursday, same time, same place. We'll basically go at it again, 3 matches, and hopefully they'll be as entertaining as we saw here tonight.
I'm actually on one of the teams for that matches, so if that match doesn't go well, that's on me. That's my bad. But anyway, make sure that if you do subscribe to the Enthusiast for Los Champs, that is $2 a month or $20 for the year, you get some awesome goodies. You get the Founders Circle promotion. If you subscribe tonight, you get to be known as none other than, what is it, Cobra?
It is the Twitch lurker, I believe, the chat lurker,
Twitch
lurker. So you want to make sure that you are the Twitch lurker, because we appreciate all you guys for stopping in. Hopefully we'll be able to do more of that. But again, the Enthusiast membership, it's just so good of a deal for anyone that enjoys this league. So make sure you grab that, especially tonight. You got to grab that title.
Yeah, the title, improved trophy case, all sorts of good stuff coming from this, and you get to enjoy Los Champs as it grows. But it has been a very fun night. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for lurking. We were just vibing, we were just chilling, and everyone's still here. I guess you're just lurking. That'll complete the trifecta. But we appreciate everybody for coming out and watching.
A quick shout out to Cookies behind the scenes, producing this wonderful production here, producing the production. Yeah, those are words that I did put together. And Fox, do you have any final words before we close it out?
Well, we are almost halfway through the week. Friday's coming, so make sure enjoy the rest of your week, everybody, and we'll see you next time.